So we will start with financial and economical and professional aspects of active retirement. And yes, the floor is yours, Alice.
Thank you, Adona. I will present this part. No worries, it will be short, and after that we will have a very short roundtable to discuss a bit about that. Regarding these questions of ameliorating, bettering the finances of the seniors or the who-to-be retirees, we first thought about what kind of reason would the seniors have, because it's especially interesting for you to try to understand why you want or you would like to have a new income, a new kind of income, or to improve your financial aspects during your retirement. And we came up with different reasons, depending on the country you live in or depending on your lifestyle before. First of all, you may want to improve your financial aspects during your retirement for having a better income or a huge income. Also, maybe to increase your savings, to discover new things and to try to maybe have a new way of living, so to have a good standard of living, and also to improve your relationships with new people. So new people you can meet through the new activities related to finance. We'll try. We propose also some information regarding how it is important to learn new elements about finance and economics on the next slide. Yes. We want to stress out the fact that this is very important for any people, but especially for retired people, to learn more about finance and economics. And it is also highly possible at any age. You can learn finance and economics, for example, to learn a new way to boost your financial income, as we were saying before, or also to try to have a better plan of retirement, as it is a very important aspect for some countries or partners described previously. Finally, we also understood how it is important to stay curious of the world around you and learning new things, for example, economics and finance informations is a way to do that. A few broad tips and new ideas for you can be trying to selling some things you are creating, for example, some craft works. Also to try to provide some services. It can be teaching and can be some personal services you learned in your previous life. Or it can also be some new things relating to personal services, such as becoming a coach, a counselor, taking care of people, of children, or of animals. And to finish it, we would like to ask you any questions. So here you have the self-assessment questions we came up with all the consortium to help you understand how you can improve your finance and economics at your age. And we want to concentrate now on some ideas you can have to discover or to try new professional activities. Do you want to try or to name some new professional activities you could do during retirement? Something you want to try, for example? The floor is yours. Any idea you have? And if not, we can continue or discuss it later.
Yeah, you can also just write it in the chat. So it's as if you prefer. Either you can turn on your mic or you can write it in the chat.
Well, we can discuss it later in that case, just to help you have new ideas. And after that, we will focus on social aspects. So why it is important to stay socially active after retirement. Here are the sum-ups of the main point of how it is important to stay active after retirement. Obviously, because it is important to continue meeting new people that will help you staying healthy. It will help you staying healthy mentally speaking, but also physically, because you will do new things with the people, you will try new activities, and it will continuously improve your health. It will also help you reduce your stress and also prevent some cognitive diseases, as some studies have shown. And finally, it will help you try to create new links with new peoples, maybe new peoples you have never thought of, and try to create new groups around you and try to have a better sense of belonging during this retirement period. It is important, as this slide showed, to stress out the fact that a lot of people think that the social network of people or retired people shrink during this period. But on the contrary, it doesn't shrink, it changes. Indeed, after retirement, the size of your network will not change, it will stay the same, but its composition will change. You will develop new, better ties with other people who are more related to you and who are better sense of who you are. You will also see that the weaker ties will disappear. So only the very important connections with the people matter the most will stay. As we saw previously, small tips and ideas, depending on what you are interested in. So you can try to continuously stay socially active during your retirement. For example, by doing sports, maybe with a fitness partners or in a club, or to join a working group, for example. You can also try to join a group to learn new things, for example, about training your memory, solving puzzles, or learning new skills. A lot of seniors in our country, for example, mention sewing or book clubs. And finally, you can try to travel around the world, for example, or just in your country with other people. An example of the question we would like to ask you, and maybe this, once again, we will answer it at the end of this presentation, will be, what do you think are the mental health benefits of social activities? If you have any ideas to add, you can do it now, or we can continue after that. So if you have nothing to add, let's continue to the educational aspects and we'll discuss that at the end of the presentation.
Yeah, so educational aspects actually, they're quite important, and apparently nowadays not so many seniors, they conduct any educational activities. According to the European statistics, it's actually around 7% of seniors who do some educational activities. So you're now attending our webinar, so we assume that you keep learning new things, you are quite active socially and also educationally. But actually there's still a lot of bias related to and prejudices related to age and to the fact and to the lifelong learning. It's still not so common to continue to learn new things even after retirement. And once we finish also our work is also very stimulating for learning new things. But once retired, it's true that many of people, they actually stop learning, but actually learning is very important for cognitive functioning. So the longer you learn something, the longer you'll stay in better health, and you may also it helps to prevent some diseases such as Alzheimer's disease or dementia. It also helps to stay socially connected and engage in the world. And as we saw previously, actually staying socially connected helps as well to stay in good health and physical and mental health. And it helps also to improve a higher sense of purpose and self-worth. So nowadays, there are actually a lot of resources, either online or on site. So you connected to various means to this webinar. So I guess only partners can know whether it was difficult for you or not, and you're also aware of this. But if you're equipped with some digital skills, so in this case, the opportunities are endless. There are also a lot of opportunities offline, so on site in your countries or in your cities. And that's actually also what we're going to present in a few minutes to you. So there are a lot of online platforms which do everything to help you to give you resources to study online. And actually, since the communities realized that lifelong learning is very important for staying active, there are a lot of third age universities or silver age universities which are available. They can be available online, for example, through Coursera or Open Learning. So these are the platforms where you can take courses from Cambridge, from Harvard, from any university you want. And then we also use quite often YouTube for some tutorials for learning how to cook something or how to sew something. But actually, there are also a lot of courses on YouTube. There are also podcasts. So podcasts, actually, it's something like a radio edition, like radio, but just short pieces of audio explaining something on different subjects. And yeah, and there are other resources. So on site, there are university degrees, and actually many city halls, many governments support seniors and give them scholarships if they want to study for free. If you keep working, also some employers help to finance your degree. And so that's actually still quite accessible. And Alice also mentioned that there are some social activities which can be also financed by city halls and by the public governments. There are also a lot of activities, educational activities proposed by NGOs. NGOs are associations or foundations, non-governmental organizations. So they organize focus groups or they organize some workshops, for example, like English clubs or English webinars. So this is an example of educational offer which is available online. And of course, there's also tutoring. If you want to learn something completely new, but you want to be guided, there's also tutoring available. Okay, so here is just a short question. Maybe you could share this with us. So is adult education or education after retirement is widely spread in your country or not? So do you think that there are many retirees, many seniors who study after retirement, or it's still quite rare? It's not common.
Yeah, yes, I would like to share my idea here. Can you hear my voice, by the way?
Yes, it's okay, it's fine.
As you know, due to the inflation rates are very high in most of the countries, the situation is the same in Turkey. And then now the most people, retired people, are choose to work to get some additional income for their expenses. And the situation changed nowadays. And then mostly people try to do their best to find new jobs after retirement. And I'm going to touch some specific jobs which are very common in Turkey during my presentation.
Perfect. But I guess your presentation is the next one, so you can just continue speaking, because now, so that was the general part, and now we'll present country-specific resources and examples. So what you can do in your country to stay active after retirement.